What's going on, guys? It's Cimoooooooo, and today I'm going to teach you about Link summoning in Yu-Gi-Oh! Link monsters are identifiable by their dark blue colored card border. While ritual monsters have a blue border as well, Link monsters can be easily distinguished by the word Link in the card description, as well as their unique characteristics. For instance, Link monsters do not have a level or rank, nor do they have a defense value. Instead, Link monsters have a Link rating, and Link monsters also have arrows pointing in any of the 8 cardinal directions known as Link arrows, but we'll come back to those a bit later. Link monsters reside in the extra deck, where once the proper conditions are met, they can be special summoned to the field. Before we go any further into the Link monsters themselves, we first need to cover the new playing field. Along with Link monsters comes the introduction of the extra monster zones. Previously, you were able to freely special summon monsters from the extra deck to the main monster zones as often as possible. However, now if you want to special summon monsters from the extra deck, including fusion monsters, synchro monsters, Xyz monsters, pendulum monsters if it's from the extra deck, or Link monsters, they must be special summoned to the extra monster zone. If both extra monster zones are empty, you get to choose which zone you wish to occupy for your special summon, but you can only occupy one extra monster zone. Under these new rules, if we conduct a special summon from the extra deck, then that would be the only monster we can summon from the extra deck, since we're occupying our only extra monster zone. But this is where Link monsters play a very vital role. If you recall the Link arrows that I alluded to earlier, these point to different monster zones on the field. The monster zones highlighted by a Link monster's Link arrows unlock these zones so that they can be used for special summoning more monsters from the extra deck. If you special summon another Link monster in this way, that unlocks even more zones for you to use to special summon monsters from the extra deck. Be advised that some Link monsters have Link arrows that point towards your opponent's side of the field, meaning they will have additional zones to special summon monsters from their extra deck as well. Now let's discuss how to summon a Link monster. To summon a Link monster, you must send monsters face up from your side of the field to the graveyard as Link materials, that equal to the Link monster's Link rating. Link materials must meet the requirements located at the top of the card description. For instance, Honeybot has a Link rating of 2, and the card description reads 2 Cyburst monsters. So by sending 2 face-up Cyburst monsters from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon Honeybot from your extra deck. A Link summon is treated as an inherent special summon. Another example is Decode Talker. Decode Talker has a Link rating of 3, but the card description reads 2+ effect monsters. So one way we can summon Decode Talker is by using 3 effect monsters, since that number equals Decode Talker's Link rating of 3. However, you can also use other Link monsters as Link material as long as they meet the criteria in the card description. For example, we can use Honeybot as a Link material to summon Decode Talker, since Honeybot meets the requirements of being an effect monster. Since we're using Honeybot as a Link material, and Honeybot has a Link rating of 2, Honeybot counts as 2 Link materials towards the 3 necessary to summon Decode Talker, meaning we only need to use 1 additional effect monster as Link material to meet Decode Talker's summoning requirements. Some other important aspects to note about Link monsters is that when attempting to summon Link monsters, you can also use trap monsters and tokens as Link materials, as long as they meet the requirements of the Link monster you're attempting to summon. You can also still Link summon even if a card like Macrocosmos is active on the field. In this instance, the Link materials would be banished instead of being sent to the graveyard. Unlike other monsters, Link monsters cannot be switched to defense position in any way, shape, or form. This is because Link monsters have a Link rating instead of a defense value. If you take control of your opponent's Link monster in the extra monster zone, that monster goes to your main monster zone. If control of that Link monster returns to your opponent, it returns to their main monster zone. If you're resurrecting a Link monster that was properly sent to the graveyard or banished zone, the Link monster goes to your main monster zone. And if a Link monster in the extra monster zone is temporarily banished by the effect of a card like Farfa, Malebranche of the Burning Abyss, that monster will return to the main monster zone. Finally, we're going to cover what it means when a monster is linked, mutually linked, and a concept known as extra link. When a link monster's link arrow points towards another monster on the field, that monster is considered to be linked to that link monster. This is relevant for certain link monster effects. If two link monsters have their link arrows pointing towards one another, this is considered a mutual link. If you are able to mutually link monsters from one extra monster zone to the other in a U-shaped pattern, you are able to complete what is known as an extra link and are bestowed the ability to use both extra monster zones at the same time. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video about link summoning in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more amazing Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, and also consider backing me on Patreon, because just by pledging only $1 a month, you're investing in my ability to continue bringing you amazing Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. So thanks so much again, and we'll see you next time.